Well, it's a great opportunity. You know, 4-team bracket, familiar with the teams. Oklahoma State we played 2 years ago, and obviously Wisconsin a year ago. So very excited about this opportunity. Our guys are excited. You know, we'll go to Omaha. Coach McKenna played at Creighton. Coach Stubblefield played at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, and I spent 16 years there for the coaching staff. We're going back, but the guys just excited about playing and being part of the tournament. They've worked really hard. They've sacrificed for their teammates. They sacrificed for the team, and you know, we will be ready to play on Friday.
Joe Elgin, what was kind of the reaction in the room when you saw your name pop up?
I was just excited for the opportunity. Going to the West region, coach is from. I'm sure we'll have some fans come out and support us, and I'm just ready to play.
Hey Joe, what was kind of the reaction in the room?
Very excited, you know, for new season, postseason. Excited to have practice, get this started. And coach did a good job with us, you know, keeping our composure. The team came together as a family, and we're just going to continue to work and be ready to play for Friday.
Dana, you've been back to Nebraska before, but what do you think the experience will be like for you to go back there?
Oh, well, you know, my dad didn't get to travel as much this year. You know, he was out for a couple series, but didn't get to see us play nearly as much as he has previous years. Reva's parents will be able to see us play, a bunch of brothers and sisters. So personally, you know, we'll have a lot of family. Just got 60 texts from people wanting tickets already. So phone's blown up here, and so it's nice. But you know, this is about our team, you know, and it's about these guys. I've been really fortunate. I've been 29 years of Division I basketball, and this is the 14th time we've been chosen to play, and it never gets old. I'm as excited now as I was the first time in 1987. It's just it's an unbelievable feeling to be included. The NCAA Tournament, when you only have 68 teams out of 350 that get in, you know, I mean, approximately 20% there, it's special, you know, and so, you know, I wanted the guys to enjoy that. Elgin and Joe and Jaleel have experienced it one other time, but everybody else, it was their first, you know, and so I wanted them to understand how unusual and how special this was, and I wanted them to soak it in and enjoy it, especially the 5 freshmen. You know, I met with them before and said, fellas, I want you to get really selfish. I want you to have this feeling, you know, all the time. I want you to soak this in and have this be motivation to want to do it every year.
Is this kind of maybe a good scenario then for you guys because of the inexperience, and you'll have, like you said, a lot of people supporting you there?
Well, you know, it'll be interesting to see, you know. I hope we can get some Duck fans to make the flight. You know, it's a tough trip, but I hope, you know, we can get some fans there, and at least we'll have my family cheering for us and Reva's family. But no, it'll be a great situation. I'm just so excited for the guys, and, you know, especially the younger guys. Joe and Elgin tasted last year. I told Elgin he went to Milwaukee last year and had all his friends and family, and you know, it is unique when you're able to go to a place that you called home for a long time.
Wisconsin out there will kind of be the elephant in the room. So how are you going to manage the next few days to make sure you guys stay locked in?
Oh, I don't think it'll be any problem. You know, we'll show them clips of Oklahoma State tomorrow and their athleticism, and you know, they played in one of the most, if not the most competitive leagues this year, the Big 12, and so no, we won't be looking past Oklahoma State. Our guys know better than that, and you know, we know we'll have our hands full. Those 8-9 matchups are always tough, and You know, we played them a couple years ago, and we respect their athleticism, we respect their talent. They're well coached. We'll have to play really well.
If you guys left from that team, you don't have any back from that year, but they have a couple guys who you would have seen in that game there. You paid attention to them, seen them on TV pop up any time since the last couple of years and seen those guys?
I've watched them a couple times. Coach Kruger's at Oklahoma, so I watched them when they played Oklahoma. I've watched them a couple times. I enjoy watching the Big 12 games, and so no, I have seen them play a couple times.
How about you guys? Do you guys ever can you recall any time, Elgin or Joe, that you may have seen Oklahoma State in the last couple of years, maybe from Texas watching
I've seen him
Oklahoma
in top 10. I mean, top 10 dunk. That's about it. I haven't seen him.
Top 10 dunk.
It's like every time I come on the TV, I always see Big 12 teams playing, so I've seen Oklahoma State play a few times.
We're calling out all the Duck fans.
What do you take from the Pac-12 tournament? 2 close games and one that's familiar kind of with how you did against Arizona before, but anything you learned from those?
Well, I talked to the team. We played the 3 biggest teams in the league, which has been our Achilles heel, all right? And we battled Colorado, we battled Utah. We didn't battle Arizona as well as I'd hoped. And, I think there were a lot of factors involved in that. But the bottom line is we just didn't compete like we needed to compete. And I've been so proud of the way the guys competed in the month of February. And I've told them that we've been out rebounding bigger teams and out scrapping. But we got beat 17 on the boards. And I know Arizona's a big team, but we're more athletic than that. That shouldn't happen. So I didn't think we fought adversity as well as we should have. And the guys know, I'll be honest with them and blunt, we just didn't fight the adversity. The crowd was great. It was a great atmosphere for Arizona. A lot of energy in the building. We didn't fight the adversity as well as we should have. So, but that's fine. You got to learn from that, and you got to bounce back. And this team's been resilient, and we bounced back from defeats before, and we will. We'll be, like I said, we'll be ready to play Friday. I'm not sure we'll play well, but we will be ready to play. The guys will get ready. The guys will focus, and I think they'll be ready to play on Friday.
For Joe and Elgin, what's the difference? You guys going back for a second year to the NCAA tournament. You've kind of been to a site and seen the crowds and kind of what's all involved, and kind of the day before in the open practices. What's it like going back the second year that maybe now that you wouldn't have known last year?
You got to bring it every day. It starts with practice and taking one game at a time. The guys got to be really focused, and that's what I learned last year. Elgin learned last year. Jalil. It's just you got to be very focused in coming to the games, and you can't think about the next team. You got to think about that one particular team that you're going to play, and it all starts with rebounding. And I thought the Arizona game, I held the ball too long. Elgin shooting over 60%. Should have got him the ball even more. I missed a couple guys. We wasn't playing as a team that game, and I felt like I was being selfish on a couple plays where I should have made the extra pass. And just gonna get better as a team and get it back to where the ball is moving around and playing good defense and rebounding and make it fun.
Elgin, what kind of your mindset going in the second time to an NCAA tournament? You had a big tournament last year in Milwaukee. What's it going to be like knowing kind of the experience?
I kind of think that being that me and Joe are like the only returning players that was on the team who played in the NCAA tournament last year, that me and him just got to bring energy, and we got to, put an emphasis on how important it is, and just make sure our teammates with us and make sure we are ready to compete 40 minutes.
Joe, what were your thoughts when you saw Wisconsin pop up there after playing them in the tournament last year?
Just put a smile on our face, but we had Oklahoma State pop on under us, and that's the game we got to be focused on. And Coach said we got to take it one day by day, and it starts with practice. And we just got to come out and have a good practice, be very focused, listen to what Coach got to say, because Coach is a great coach, and Coach is going to get on us, and he's not going to let us slack. He said, "Are we going to be ready Friday?" And we're going to be ready Friday.
What are you thinking about the 8 seed, Dan?
Again, the committee works so hard, does I would never question any seeding or anything. That they have their guidelines, and 8 seed would be to 32 power ranking. I think our power ranking, our RPI was maybe 27 today, 26.7. It doesn't matter. It's a 4-team tournament, and we've got Oklahoma State. So 8, 9, 10. I thought we'd be 7 to 10. That's realistically, you always give yourself 4 spots because they move, a couple lines and that. So I thought we could be 7. I thought we could be all the way to 10. So, but again, anybody who questions the committee, those decisions are so hard. And you look at teams and you try to compare, well, this team's record against it. You're splitting hairs. And it is such a tough decision. I made it a point, never to criticize the committee, all these years, because it's a tough job. They got a good group of guys that really work hard at trying to get it right, and I don't think anybody can question their judgment. I really don't, So we were at 12 a couple years ago, and that was fine with us. Last year we were 7. You were 7 last year. Whatever we are, you just got to go play. It's only a number.
First time in school history, the 3 straight trips to the tournament. And your thoughts on that, and kind of doing it with such a new group and getting this group up to speed well enough to...
Well, we did it with a lot of new guys, but these 2 guys carried us. The first year we went, EJ, Arsalan, we had guys that just carried us. Last year, Johnny, Mo, Jason. It's all about players, and these guys, they carried us this year. We, as coaches, Coach Stubb, Coach McKenna, Josh, Mike, all of us, Coach McCullum, we just try to help them. You got to have guys that want to work with you. You got to have guys that are unselfish, that'll give up part of their game for the best of the team. And, so the 3 years, as I look back, EJ, really gave us, he helped us get that first one, there's no doubt about it. And good group of guys there. Last year, the seniors just wouldn't quit. And these 2 guys were part of that. And then this year, they carried the ball. We've been really fortunate. Jovan, that first year, carried the ball. Second year, DeVoe and Olu, guys carried the ball. EJ, we just always had guys we could give the ball to, and they carried it. And this year was these 2 guys.
Joe, do you feel like you guys could be more dangerous maybe than the average 8 seed just because you were playing so differently at the end of the season than you were at the beginning?
Coach, like Coach said, it's just a number, and yeah, we could play a lot better, and it's all on us, It's just our mistakes, like, turnovers, rebounding, us not communicating, not getting back on defense, making the right plays, the smart plays, and really us keeping our composure, If I feel like we keep our composure, rebound, communicate on defense, execute on offense, make our free throws, and play as a team, a family, and I think we did better.
Keeping your composure, was that a lesson you took away from the Arizona game, maybe in terms of what it takes to play a team like that?
Yeah, you just gotta, especially in a big crowd, and if it's not your fan base, and it's just, like Coach said, you got your 20 guys and your little fan base, and it's about your team and what you have in that huddle, and that's the only thing you can control. You can't control what the Arizona fans or whatever, the outside fans. You just gotta bring your team as a group and keep your composure and go from there.
Do you think, Elgin, at the beginning of the year, this is possible? With kind of just you and Joe as the only guys who really played much, do you think you guys get back to the tournament?
I think Coach keeps saying, like, it's on us, we carried the ball, but we wouldn't be able to do it without him and the coaching staff. So you got to credit that. And, he just did a good job of bringing us together and making us work hard to get here.
Do you think it could have gotten to this point?
Confident? Yeah, I think so.
Scared us a lot.
What's that?
Scared us.
He scared you? How so?
Just said you want to be one of the teams playing at the end, or putting the jerseys up, or keep the jerseys out. And we wanted to be one of the teams to keep our jerseys out, And that just ran through our heads, like, nah, I can't put the jerseys up. No, I can't do it. Can't do that.
made that comment that you guys were going to the tournament. You predicted that before the Colorado game during the regular season. What made you guys so confident knowing that you could become a bubble team to a number 8 seed?
It wasn't really, it was just the team, you know. I just felt like the team, we just, you know, we put a lot of work in, and I feel like the coaching staff, you know, our fan base, and just the way we work, you know, our ability just to, you know, to get better as a defensive team from the beginning of the year to now. And I just, you know, I just felt like the team is coming together, and we work so hard just from practice, from day in, day out, on and off the court. And Coach did a good job just to, you know, keeping our composure and our confidence, and make sure that, you know, we got the job done. And just, you know, from film to the weight room to the court to the crazy conditioning, you know, just got the things that we didn't want to do, he made us do. And I really commend Coach for that.
But Coach, I know you're never satisfied, but 25 wins, you know, second place. In the big picture, how does this rate with the teams that you've coached? I mean, I know you can always improve and on all that, but you have to be satisfied with this, at least the finish, right?
Every team's different, you know, and you know, you never want to put, you know, a cap on what a team can do. You know, I'm not satisfied, I'm pleased, okay? And I've made that comment before. Dave Sokol, a guy I've known for years, really respect, I think wrote a book, Pleased but Not Satisfied. And I've talked to these guys about, hey, I want you to be pleased with what we're doing. No way are we satisfied. Individually, I don't want Joe to be satisfied with Player of the Year. I want him to want a lot more. I don't want Elgin to be satisfied with what he's accomplished and how far he's come this year and being second team. You know, I want him to be first team All Pac-12 next year, no doubt. And so I want them to be happy with what they've accomplished and feel a sense of, you know, we've got something done, but no way should they be satisfied, because we can get better in the next, hopefully, week, 2 weeks, how long we're able to play. And so I want them to feel good about what they've accomplished, because 25 wins and second place in the league. We got 4 teams in the league. We beat UCLA, we split with UCLA, we beat Utah twice. We didn't do well against Arizona. They're a bad matchup for us, and we struggled with them. And but other than that, you know, Irvine's a NCAA tournament team. We had a chance against VCU. We didn't handle that very well. So we played some tournament teams. We've done okay, and I want them to be happy with that. But in no way do I want those freshmen satisfied with anything. In no way do I want Joe to be satisfied with where he's at, because there's so much more. Joe's going to play. Elgin's going to play ball for a long time. There's so much more they can grow into. They're just a real young spot in their career, and they can get a lot better.
What do you remember from the Oklahoma State game when they had Smart and kind of that group, and you guys kind of smothered them a little bit?
I remember Doc hit threes early in the game and gave us a lead. You know, we were up at halftime, and I remember hitting threes, you know, just early. We came out of the gate, you know, I think we got an early lead, and I know we were up at half. You know, Smart, we were really concerned about him going into the game because he was such a talent. But other than that, I don't remember much. You know, it was a game that, you know, even though we were at 12, you know, we felt like we could win, you know. So, but I think we did play pretty good, if I remember right.
Playing in the tournament seems like the physicality of the game gets ramped up a little bit. The 3 teams you played in Vegas are all physical. Do you feel like that maybe can help you?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, we just played the 3 biggest teams in our league, and you know, we got through it. We got wore down a little bit. You know, I didn't play many guys. You know, part of that's probably on me, but you know, we had close games. One we came from double digits down, and you know, a game that almost went to overtime. So I mean, it wasn't like I had a lot of time to rest guys or give them minutes, and we got a little wore down. We were basically playing a 7-8-man rotation, and Joe played 40, 40, and 38, and Elgin played 40, 40, 40. You know, I mean, and so we didn't have much energy last night to fight those big guys, and you know, size doesn't, you know, they're not going to get any smaller. You know, so the third night, you know, that's not an excuse, because we got beat. but we sure didn't play with the energy I'd hoped we'd play with.
Anything else? If you need to work, you can go in the